guess we'll be picking up Viper on Adelynde and getting started in Endwalker. I last left off picking up the job quest for Viper. She is basically ready to launch into Endwalker and has been sitting there for, you know, a while. I took her all the way through Shadowbringer a few years back. Oops, that's right, I was going to grab a turn in after a reset. The quick and cheap and dirty way to level up. Okay, maybe not that cheap. We're actually going to be doing the Dawn Trail stuff, the Endwalker stuff, on Sage, because that is my main job. But I also multi-class, so I like to have options. She's a melee main, but Sage is always easiest to do content with. Heh, I knew it. Sounds like you got what it takes to be a Viper, but the only way to know for sure is to put them new skills to the test. For that, we'll need prey. From what I hear, you adventurers have got your own guild, so I'm guessing the folks there will know the best spots for hunting. Let's go see what they can tell us. Okay. Just past a Princess Donut. Great name. Here is a knowledgeable adventurer. What does he have to say? If you're after deadly predators, try Spineless Basin. Lately, there have been sightings of heretofore unknown species, those that slaughter anything that moves, including travelers. What's worse, they work in packs. Even the adventurers hired to cull them ended up meeting a sticky end. Alright, Keshqua, let's go. You got a lead already? Maybe there's something to this whole asking around thing after all. You think? Critters not from around these parts, you say? Either they got chased out of their usual habitat, or they were brung here. Either way, that's bad news for folks unfortunate enough to cross paths with them. The hunting of Vidral is a Viper's most important duty, but that doesn't mean we turn a blind eye to lesser threats. Next stop, Spineless Basin. The kid's probably like, I don't know what you're talking about. But you're big. This way. Keshqua, what's going on? These here adventurers ran into a whole gaggle of the fiends we're after. They got pretty roughed up, but I saw their wounds already. Don't you worry. Before we go say hello to the troublemakers, I reckon I ought to teach you about the Viper's dual blades. Our techniques were created for the sole purpose of killing Vidral. Most of them are meaner varieties of things you might encounter in the wild, often with special powers to boot. To stand a chance against these powerful enemies, our ancestors looked to Vipers for inspiration, always twisting and turning to find the perfect angle of attack to take down bigger prey. 2 blades, for the twin fangs of a Viper, to wield in tandem and strike with precision. They can also be combined into a single weapon that weaves and sways like the body of a snake. By switching between these stances, the Viper has the capacity to adapt to any situation. Now, the prey we're after tonight ain't nowhere near as fearsome as a Vidral, but they'll give you a chance to test out your new skills. Let me know when you're ready. I'm ready. Thank you, though. Oh, good. Tell me how to play my job. If there are any meaner beasties, they must be biding their time. All I see here is fodder. Though for practicing your new skills, they'll do fine. I'll stay out of your way and give you a few pointers. Thanks. Let me know when you're ready. I'm ready. Let's start with the basics. There are two stances, Dual Fang and Viper. Dual Fang means wielding your two blades separately. Start by using either Steel Fangs or Reaving Fangs, then press the attack. To finish the sequence, switch back to Viper and hit him with Death Rattle. Okay, yeah, thank you. Not bad at all. These techniques are some of the most important in your toolkit. Come over here, and I'll tell you about attacking from Dual Fang stance. Time to practice your Dual Fang techniques. Start with an opener, follow up with a second, then pick one of the 4 finishers. Flank Sting Strike, Flank Spin Fang, Hind Sting Strike, or Hind Spin Fang. As you can tell by the names, each finisher works best from a certain position. But don't worry about that for now, just give them all a try. Yep, thank you. Oh, these things have no positionals. I can't lose. Okay. That's cool. Basically, I'm gonna get all of them done at some point anyway, as long as I just keep hitting combos. So this is a really shitty tutorial, because it doesn't actually make you meet the condition, because they've got no positionals. I can't lose. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. I'm ready. Yeah, this is not as good a tutorial as the Reaper tutorial. It doesn't make you hit positionals. Okay. Take it down to Pegger 3. Just remember what you're dealing with here. It ain't no pushover like the rest. Oh, yeah. Still, got all the tools you need at your disposal. I like to think so, yeah. Show it what a Viper can do. to tell me twice. Or even a first time. Duty complete. Okay, let's go. Yes, sir. Not bad. Not bad at all. Those were just the basics, but your execution was mighty impressive. Since you've proven you won't be a liability, let me tell you about the Tyrol Vitral we're up against. No, I won't be a liability. We call it FFXIV. It's an offshoot of the Brax, a deadly jungle predator, and after a series of mutations, this one's grown huge wings. Worse yet, it's smart as a whip and has a mean streak a malm wide. After learning of the beast, me and my most promising student set off to slay it. Facing it head-on seemed like a suicide, so we laid an ambush. Almost worked, too. Almost. We thought we had it subdued, and made our approach to deliver the killing blow, but we'd underestimated the fiend's cunning nature. When we got close, it lashed out, lightning quick, before taking to the skies. I cradled my brother in arms as he breathed his last. Revenge is all I've been able to think about ever since. I traveled the length and breadth of Tyrol looking for that beast, with nothing to show for it but a half-dozen pairs of ruined boots. With each passing day, I grew more and more desperate. That was until I met some folks who'd crossed the salt on a trade ship from Alda. They claimed they'd seen a huge winged creature flying eastwards over the ocean. Knowing how clever FFXIV is, I reckoned it had gone in search of new hunting grounds, somewhere without an established threat like us vipers. So I bought passage on a ship, and here I am. Little did I know Eorze would be named deer as big as Tyrol. I'm a fish out of water, and I'm not afraid to admit it, or that I'm going to need all the help I can get. That's where you come in. With you at my side, I might just stand a chance of avenging my fallen comrade. What do you say? I'm in. Thanks. That means a lot. Let's get back to Ul'dah and see if we can't find some clues as to FFXIV's whereabouts. Well, I think all I have to do is ask around. Okay, and you are... I need to move my map, because I can't see it. That is Fangs of the Viper, so we will just pad along our way. And here's Keshqua. As you saw at the Weaver's Guild, chatting up folks ain't my strong suit. If you're happy to take the lead, I'm happy to follow, at least for now. Think you could ask the locals if they've spotted any strange creatures flying around? As for me, I'll study your technique. See if I can't brush up my social graces and whatnot. Oh dear. Yes, I'm familiar with the quest objective. Rand, what's up? Heard anything lately? A flying beast? Why, yes, of late we've had sightings of such a creature. More and more each day. We are looking into it ourselves, but there have been no reported attacks, nor can I provide a more detailed description. As such, I can't say if it's the same one you're after. Okay. Diddlada? What? A winged creature? Oh well, I've only heard the rumors. They say it has a dozen faces, ringed with red, wriggling tentacles, and it shoots beams of light from its eyes. Of course, it's all too common for those with more money than sense to bring in bizarre species from distant lands. And the trouble with rumors is that they grow ever more fanciful with each retelling. Well, damned if I know how you did it, but you and your silver tongue got useful information out of folks. I just talked to them. Even if none of it amounted to a solid lead, the knowledge that Ixmogen hasn't kicked him a proper fuss yet is a clue all in itself. I reckon it's taking its time to get the lie of the land, having only just arrived here. Alright, now I've seen a master at work, I'm going to try my hand at talking to the locals. The best way to learn is by doing. Couldn't agree more. Besides, I've faced meaner foes with a few tight-lipped city folk. And if I make a fool of myself, so what? I'll just ask someone else. And it just so happens I brought with me a whole bunch of herbs and knickknacks from back home that I can sell to keep myself fed. It might take a while to find any solid leads, but at least I can get by for the time being. Oh, well, alright. Give it a go. So, those are the ones who slew my pets. Interlopers on the hunt for my next darling prize. Little do they know it's lost interest in Thanalin. Heh, just as well. Its fickle nature may yet bring us greater delights. Oh dear. Keshwa? I'll be doing my damnedest to get more information. Might take a while though, so come see me later. And don't forget to practice your viper techniques. Betcha. Now it is time to depart. Don't look at my panties. Ethernet. Oh, let me get rid of all these names real quick. There we go. Beautiful. Uncluttered. Tataru, I believe you have a ship's ticket for me? Everyone's here, which is good, because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Charlian should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. We're all just chatting.
そろそろ2の積み下ろしが終わるそうだ。乗船は問題なく始まりそうだな。
あら、聞いてきてくれたのね。よかったわ。旅の最初くらいは順調に行きたいもの。
まったくだ。この町に住んでたガキの頃、こいつと同じ外洋航路船でシャーレアンから来た ルイズワ様に出会ったんだ。そして今その孫たちとシャーレアンに帰ろうとしている。つくづく不思議なもんだな、人生ってやつは。
ええ、流れゆく時を感じます。当時のあなたはこの港に降り立った我が死に窃盗を働こうとして返り討ちにされたとか。
へえ、それ詳しく聞いてみたいわね。
エスティニアン殿はシャーレアンに行くのは初めてかい？エスティニアン殿？
お前、いつまで俺だけ他人行儀に呼ぶつもりだ？
違うんだ。これは尊敬しているからであって。
だったら改めろ。他と同じでいい。でないと俺も特別に敬って呼ぶぞ。な、アルフィの坊ちゃん。
分かったから、その呼び方はよしてくれ。これ
ああ、ま、それなりにな。
Oh, she wants to come with us so badly.
タタル、どうかしたか？すごく不安だって顔に書いてあるぞ。
いえ、そういうわけじゃ。シャーレアンは皆さんにとって故郷でもありますし。ただ相手にするのは世界の破壊を企むテロフォロイです。きっとまた命がけの戦いになります。私はこちらに残りますから、また皆さんと無事に会えるのかなってつい考えてしまって。
I'll bring them back safe and sound. I promise.
はい、約束です。
おお、間に合ったようでよかった。
ホーリーボルダー、クルトゥネもどうしたの？
私たちはこれからラノシアの塔へ向かい、国家団やコボルド族と協力して異形の蛮神対策に当たります。その前に見送りようと思いまして。留守を守ってくれているフラミンさんや任務中の面々が皆さんの無事を願っていると言っていました。そしてこっちは任されたとも。私たちも同じ気持ちです。暁の血命を挙げて世界の終焉を退けましょう。
That's right.
出航の準備ができたぞ。シャーレアンに向かうやつは速やかに乗ってくれ。時間だな。
では行ってくるよ。有力な情報を得られたらすぐに連絡する。こちらで任務に当たる皆こそくれぐれも気をつけてくれ。
皆さん、いってらっしゃいませ。
そうしてまたお前は一歩を踏み出した。それがやがて世界を救うのかは今の私たちをして定められず、故にただ新たな幕開けにふさわしい言葉を添えよう。生きることは死にゆくこと。出会えば別れ、始まれば終わる。せいぜい惜しんで進むがいい。その旅の先。星と命の沈む海底に真実は待つ。
Find your truth. Away we go.
「あんたも目が覚めたのか？まだ明け方だぞ。まあここで熟睡する方が難しいよな。周りも起きてるやつの方が多そうだ。誰かに呼びかけられてた？いや、少なくとも俺には聞こえなかったが。とりあえず外の空気でも吸ってきたらどうだ。他のみんなもそうしてるみたいだ。もうすぐシャーレアン本島が見えてもいい頃だしな。
Seems like there should be hammocks for us to sleep in, but no, we're just all on the deck. It's a little weird. There she is.
よかった。私の声がまだあなたに届いてくれて。聞いて、感じて、考えて。こうして地上で言葉を交わすのは初めてですね。クリスタルに導かれし光の戦士よ。
Why now, Adelynde?
ついに第一世界での旅を終えたあなたなら想像がつくかもしれません。あなたが見て、聞いて、触れてきた通り、私はハイデリンは古き万神です。 古の時代、終末の最悪を退けるために作られたゾディアーク。そして私はそれを制する者。けれどあの時代を取り戻さんとする者の強い願いによってもう7度ゾディアークの統合を許しています。そうしてかの神が力を集めるほど私は急速に摩耗していく。もはやあなたの意識を狭間の領域に呼ぶことさえ叶いません。それでも今回だけはどうしても伝えなければならなかった。あなたたちは私に導かれずとも己の意志で星の過去を受け止めました。もって私とあなた二つの時間が交わりかけています。だからこそ始まってしまうかもしれない星と命をめぐる試練、運命を決するための大いなる戦いが。あなたがこの言葉の意味を知るとき、過酷な試練を超える力をその旅路のうちに得ていたのなら、遠い遠い時の彼方で交わされた約束を果たしましょう。
さあ、起きてるやつは前方をご覧あれ。目的のシャーレアン本島が見えてきたぞ。
お行きなさい。どんな時だって旅人は新天地に目を輝かせるものよ。きっとまたすぐに会いましょう。
Well, I do want to see Charlene for the first time, so let's go.
いい朝ね。ちょっと体は痛いけど。
いやあ、おはよう。君はもう島を見たのかい？
Nope, not yet.
じゃあ一緒に見に行きましょう。選手の方空いてるかしら。
ああ、やっぱり来たか。今朝はよく見えるぞ。懐かしのシャーレアン本国だ。
ああ、本当だ。
帰ってきたのね、私たち。ルベユール家に戻るためじゃなく、自分が選んだ道を進むために。
別にお前たちだけでやれって話でもないだろう。
ええ、彼の言う通り、私たちが同じ船に乗っているということをどうかお忘れにならぬよう。
ありがとう、みんな。もちろん何より頼りにしているとも。
この船が入港するのは本国の中心地でもあるオールドシャーレアンよ。あらゆる知識と情報が集まるあの都で私たちは必ず成果を上げる。待っていてくれる人たちのためにもね。
北洋諸島唯一の都市国家シャーレアン。指針左翼を守護神として掲げ、あらゆる知識の集積者たらんとする学術都市だ。かつては低地ドラバニアにも植民都市を持ち、各国からの留学生を受け入れていたものだが、ガレマール帝国のアラミゴ侵攻を受け、一夜にして大撤収を果たす。それほどまでに戦を嫌う徳学者たちは、果たしてお前の味方となりうるものか。
I don't disagree.
下船できるまで時間がかかったな。次は入国手続きか？
Why, yes.
ええ、そっちでは引っかからないといいのだけれど。
シャーレアンは国交を閉ざしている状態なんだろう。今更だが、俺やこいつのようなよそ者でも許可は下りるのか。
Well, we'll find out.
ええ、確かに国家規模での取引は同盟を結んでいる一部の中立国としかしていないわ。
And how do you get counted as a
と
neutral
はい
country?
え、鎖国を強固にしすぎては生活するにも不便だし、大目的である知識の集積にも支障が出る。だからきちんと申請がされていて、目的や身元を証明できさえすれば、シャーレアン人でなくても入国は可能になっているのよ。
なるほどな。
May.
それについてみんなにも念押ししておきたいことがあるの。入国手続きでは所属や目的を問われるはず。そこでシャーレアン外の機関である暁を名乗るのは情勢的に避けておきたいわ。
No kidding.
クルルからの連絡にあった通り、バルデシオン委員会再建のための協力者という形で話を進めましょう。
Oh, good thing we're all talking about this now and getting our stories straight. And not, you know,
あなたは元から
discuss it
バルデシ
prior
オ
to
ン委
the
員
journey.
会の所属でしょ。私たちの引率役ということで先導してもらえるかしら。
了解だ。入国手続きは確かこの先だったよな。早速行ってみよう。
It's more like just a counter. It's just a counter. It's not an office.
さっきの船で到着したんだが、入国手続きを頼めるか？
もちろん。その文様、賢人ですね。
ああ、バルデシオン委員会所属の賢人グラハティアだ。エオルゼアで調査に当たってたんだが、委員会を立て直すため力になってくれる奴らを連れて帰還した。
なるほど。確かにバルデシオン委員会の協力者については本日付で到着予定との申請を受けています。他にも数名賢人がいらっしゃるようですね。ではまとめて先に手続きをさせていただきます。
ヤシ取られるよ。
あれ、魔法の名簿だわ。大書院に保管されている国民名簿とつながってるのよ。
然確認が取れましたので、出入国の履歴に追記をしておきました。あなた方の手続きは以上です。では次の方。
Oh, you know.
アルフィノ・ルベユールだ。
同じくアリゼ・ルベユールよ。
はい、こちらも問題なく完了です。ですが、ルベユール家のご子息とご息女は感動されたと最近もっぱらの噂ですよ。そうであっても帰国を拒む理由にはなりませんが、何かと憂慮すべきことが多い時世です。くれぐれも問題は起こさないように。
That's very vague.
肝に銘じておこ
う。あとの2人はシャーレ案外の協力者なんだが、申請はされているはずだから確認してくれ。
お名前とご職業は？
Look how cute and harmless I am. I am an artisan.
確かに申請にもそう名乗るだろうと書かれていました。制作や採集に限らず仕事を請け負う冒険者だとも。まあそう言わないのでよしとしましょう。それでそちらの方は？
エスティニアン・バーリのイシュガルドの竜騎士団に所属していた。
していた。つまり元軍人ですね。
His face. His eyes went into the middle distance. What lie shall I prepare today?
待ってください。その人は間違いなくうちで雇った傭兵です。ほら、バルデシオン委員会には危険地帯での調査がつきものでしょ。
Surely.
クルル・バルデシオン。申請の主であるあなたがそう証言するのなら構いませんが、いくら背に腹が変えられない状況でもうろんな連中を呼び込むのは感心しませんね。一歩間違えれば今度こそあなた方の組織は。
Okay.
ご忠告ありがとうございます。大丈夫。彼らは信頼できる友人で仲間ですから。
Our applications are in order. There's nothing you can do.
クレレさん、元気そうでよかった。
それはこっちのセリフよ。みんな船旅お疲れ様。早速いろいろ話したいところだけど、ここだと邪魔になっちゃうわね。向こうに行きましょうか。
Ah.
ようこそオールドシャーレイアンへ。
お抱えの傭兵とくれば報酬は弾んでもらえそうだな。
あれはそっちが言葉に詰まるからでしょ。
Glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Thank you. Oh, I am already 2 levels ahead of the story. It is time to switch to a different job. So is Warrior. That is my chosen DPS. So is Dragoon. So is Reaper. So is... Well, Machinist is 1 level ahead. Let's, I guess, do Viper. Kryle sweeps the scions with a speculative look. I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Adelynde and Estinian's first time in Charlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you may all have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldesian Annex. How does that sound? 'Tis a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the Leveilleur estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I am equally untethered, as it were. There is no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetherite Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. I, too, have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith. By thy leave. He's gonna hide from Moonbreeder's parents. That's exactly what he's gonna do. He's hiding. What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But I could... Oh. He's gonna scope out all the high places. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty memories of yours. Of course, if you will have me. Come, Adelynde. Charlayan awaits. After you, my friend. I am more than content to follow your lead. Yes, I know how it works, thank you. All set? Then let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Yes, thank you. Yep. Time to run around and tune into everything. Now, that is a sight one could hardly forget. The great statue of Thaliak. As a student of Baldesian, I was usually quartered on the Isle of Val, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned by ship to the city. This path leading out towards the sea is known as the Thaliak Stoa, so named for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Charlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliak was chosen as our patron deity, it was more a matter of pragmatism than belief, an alignment of principles, as it were. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. Individual Charlayans can and do worship the divinities of their choosing. Ah yes, the last stand. And that is an inviting aroma. And here we are, the last stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Charlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland. As encapsulated by our infamous Arkan loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first and taste distant second. There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so, the last stand came to be. As the name implies, it is the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Charlayan, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu. Not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because you were a typical Charlayan when it came to cheap and convenient raha, but surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when time permits and sample the cafe's delights. Shall we press on? The stairs to the side of the cafe there will take us up to the Adelynde Plaza. Sup, Dickon? Welcome to the last stand. As the final and some say only bastion of fine dining in Charlayan, we guarantee a quality culinary experience found nowhere else in the city. I'll see you later, Dickon. The Aetherite looks different from how I remember it. An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, that it's a perfectly functioning Aetherite. Remember to tune yourself before you move on. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the reason the Charlayan stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of Allegan Aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast to the Agora, Charlayan's largest marketplace. And this is the Agora. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment? How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Ah, perhaps I'll return here later then. These little open-air bookstalls are so uniquely Charlayan. I had always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. Anything worth cracking my coin purse today, I wonder? Grail, you're right behind him. Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlayan, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out, for the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? Ahem. On a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetherite Plaza, follow the path north, then climb the stairs up to that imposing building at the very top. I have taken your directions under advisement, and I am disregarding them. Looks like my Charlian. Mentor. Nope, nope, she's not a Midlander, she's a Highlander. Suddenly it's snowing. Yep. You guys will just have to put up with my detour. It's getting dark too. Used to Aetherites being like knee height. These are bigger than me. Ah, what an invigorating breeze. A touch biting, perhaps, but pleasant nonetheless. This grand structure before you is the rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives put their orations and debate policy. Although the stage has evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here one can see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Charlian. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the counselors would object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. Fine. This neighborhood is home to the highest echelons of Charlian society. I never did feel comfortable enough to wander these streets on a whim. We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon Nunkrep built their first homes. In the present day, it serves as the residential district for the most important officials and oldest Charlian families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends from House Leveilleur. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Charlian tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Now, shall we head directly to the Baldesion Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, cross the bridge to our right, and then follow the path below the Aetherite Plaza? Correct. After you, Adelynde. I am gonna disregard all of that. Thank you. Let's see who's home. This is the estate of House Leveilleur. If you do not have an appointment, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave. That's what I thought you'd say. Celia? It is my honor and pleasure to both to serve Lady Ameliance. There is no more beautiful, more kind-hearted person in the realm, and I am happy to attend to her every need. Okay. It's dark. I don't like it. Ending stream early because it got dark out. Okay, yep, that's just that one, and that's the last one. Okay. That is everything. This is it, the Baldesian Annex. As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Baldesian Annex. If you'll continue up the hill, you'll arrive on the doorsteps of Phenomena, but I think we've explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside with you, then. I'm back, and I've brought Adelynde and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Graha. It's nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Adelynde. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika? Ojika Tunjika? It has been an age. Allow me to introduce Ojika Tsunjika, Administration Officer for the students of Baldesian. He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. The champion of Eorzea has featured prominently in Kryle and Graha's reports, so for me, this is akin to seeing a fabled hero come to life. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Charlayan. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as our base of operations. And yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we will see the students rise again. But first we must ensure that the Telephoroi fall. Through that door on the left there is the main hall, where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is. You probably have time to rest before our discussions begin in earnest. I've had private quarters prepared for you in the Anroom, so please feel free to make yourself at home. Ah, the nap rooms. Perfect for an afternoon doze. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed. Far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. 'Twas simply that we were often so busy with research, or exhausted from journeys abroad, that we would slip into the andron just to steal a few winks. And thus they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word, and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Alright, sounds good. I guess I'm ready for a nap? Oh shit, this really is a nap room. Comfy feather bed. Next up is speaking with Kryle in the main hall. That is likely to last quite a while. I think I am done for the night, so I will bid everyone good night.